Okay, we have 3 different components to add together today. So this is going to be a mobility circuit. What we're going to do, make sure you've warmed up first of all, so give yourself some hip circles, give yourself a few deep lunge rotations, a few 90-90s. Then you're going to go in to an elevated pigeon stretch each side. If you try this and your knee hurts, don't do it. Stick to the floor variation. But if you're okay, just take your time when you set up. Make sure there's no pressure going through your knee. Make sure it's in your hips. So set up really, really slowly. You put your foot on. Make sure you're holding on. Use your hands on the stairs. And then rotate the back leg to get yourself into a nice position that you start to feel a stretch in your glute. Then you're going to try and drop the back leg down lower, and you're just going to rock into that position, okay? So you're going to give yourself 10 rocks up and down like this. And I don't even have my leg at a full right angle here, okay? So it's slightly diagonal as well, and this is what feels comfortable to me. I feel like I'm getting a good hip stretch, so you can play around with the position and see how you feel. So 10 rocks one side, and then change legs. So again, make sure you're holding on. Make sure you're taking your time. Don't rush this, especially don't just drop into it. Then you're locking that knee down so that the weight is going into the hip. And then you've got 10 rocks here. Drop that leg down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And adjust the feet a wee bit. 8, 9, 10. Then you're going to go into 10 deep split squats. If you don't have stairs, you could use a chair or a box, anything you can sort of put your feet onto that you can do this with. Then you're going to get the knee as far over the toe as you can. Don't worry if your heel comes up a little bit in this one. You're just trying to get that knee as far over the toe as you can, and you're trying to get a nice deep stretch into the adductor. So think like a deep lunge. You're looking to get that deep stretch in here in the groin. You're going to do 10 of those each side, so 20 in total. Deep, deep, deep stretch. Hold on as you're doing it. So all of these ones you can hold on, try and pull yourself down further. Even use the stairs to pull yourself down a little bit further. Think about range of motion. Don't try and rush them. Try and get that knee as far over the toe as you can. Sink into it. 10 reps, like that. Every rep. You can move the knee from side to side. This is really nice because there's not a lot of weight going through the knee, but you're fully opening up the quad and you're getting a nice deep stretch in this position here. It's quite nice to do with the pigeon stretch as well because you're already opened up quite well too. So after you've done 10, sorry I've lost count because I'm talking. Anyway, after that you're going to go into a deep split squat hold, okay? So again, use your hands to help you to set up. Push through the back leg, try and get the knee as far over the toe as you can. Your heel is down for this one, okay? And you're just going to hold this position. You're going to aim not to hold on for 30 seconds on each side. So you're here, trying to get the knee as far over the toe as you can. Try and pull yourself down, okay? If I bounce up and down, this is low as I get to. If I actively think about pulling myself, pulling my toes up towards my shin, I'm actually able to get lower, okay? So that's a really, really good thing to give yourself more control and strength. Then the other side, use your assistance to set yourself up. Push through the back leg, knee as far in front of the toe as you can get it. And then think about pulling yourself down lower and hold that position for 30 seconds, okay? So 30 seconds left leg and then 30 seconds on the right leg. It's the bottom position that you're holding, okay? So you're starting to implement the couch stretch for your hip extension, a deep lunge here, and you're trying to get that all into a deep position. So it's really good for your ankle mobility, really good for your hip mobility, really good for your knees as well, really good for your hip extension. So this is how all the movements start to come into play together to be incorporated into a big movement like that. So again, it's going to be 3 rounds. You're going to do 10 pigeon rocks. So here, 10 each side pigeon rocks. Elevated if you can. If not, then just on the floor is fine. Then 10 each side of deep split squats, but elevated at the front foot. And then 30 seconds each leg, left leg, right leg, and do that 3 times. So it's going to be your mobility circuit for the weekend. I would keep the stair balance in as well if you can, if you have the time. Keep that in, just do it afterwards, okay? So it's really good to combine stability exercises after doing any kind of stretches, because then you really start to get the benefits of the stability and the increased range of motion. So you've really used the muscles through a large range of motion, and then you're really working to stabilize them as well. So it's a nice double whammy combo that helps your mobility to actually stick as well. If you're not struggling with the stair balance drill, you can step it up a notch. So you can go both feet. Make sure you've got your balance. Make sure you've got something to hold on to. Whenever you've got your balance, close your eyes. And you'll find that it's infinitely harder. And if you're able to do both legs, then go with the one leg, open your eyes, get yourself set up, get yourself balanced first of all, and then close your eyes. And you'll just start to feel how much work all of the muscles in your hip and your ankles are having to do. Okay? So that's how you take it a bit more. If you're still struggling to hold it for the minute, then just keep with the eyes open. But yeah, that's how you can increase your proprioception even more. So it starts to become a really great core exercise as well. So I'm probably going to put a core mobility camp on if you're interested, and it will be one of the exercises that are included in it as well, because it's really good for reactive core stability. So every time you fall and have to fix it, makes your core stronger. So really, really good exercise. So again, 3 rounds, 10 elevated pigeon rocks each side, 10 elevated front foot split squats each side, and then 30-second hold each side in 3 rounds. Okay?